much there now. Oh no, not yet, not yet. We're not live yet everywhere. Hold on a second. We've still got one thing to click. And if I misclick on this, oh, I gotta wait. Oh, there it is. Here, there it is. If I misclick on this, it blows the whole thing. All right, we did it successfully. Now I think we're live all the places where we're trying to be live. And now all I gotta do is align my windows so I can see the chat. Hey, Dud, welcome, and thank you for liking the live. And Savannah, how are you tonight? I am Seth Hilary. Oh, wait a second. I was gonna wear this, yeah, I gotta do this. Okay. I gotta wear this hat that I found today, or I suddenly remembered I had this hat. Because it's not even on straight. How do I get this thing on straight? There it is. Okay, so yeah, I'm a songwriter, and this is like, this shows that I'm a member of the organization known as ASCAP. Oh, and thank you, Savannah, for liking the live. So yeah, I'm a proud ASCAP member, and this is something all songwriters need to be a member of. If you actually have any hope of making money. I'm probably not supposed to say that word, am I? The M word. But anyway, they collect royalties for songwriters, performing royalties. So, hey Kyle, how are you? So, hello Emerson, how are you tonight? And Rebecca, how you doing? Evie, how are you? So I'm Seth Hilary. I am here. Well, obviously I'm here because you wouldn't be listening to me if I wasn't here. But I am here because I have some original songs I want to perform for you tonight. And I think this could be fun. Aaliyah. Did I pronounce that right? Olivia, how are you? So, oh good. Olivia, it's so good to see you tonight. I hope you're having fun. I'm going to be sharing some original songs. If you like these songs, I wrote them. I guess I also wrote them if you don't like them. But I hope you're going to like them. And why not start off with an old favorite of mine? It's a love song. It's actually the first song on the album that Hey, Laurie, how are you? Oh, and thank you for liking the live. Camille, how are you? And Gabe. And Joy. You light up, I hope you can hear me, any room. You shine, that's just what you do. Such a wonder to behold. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. I wanna hold you all my life. Maria, gaze into those two glittering eyes. Lucille, see the beauty in your soul. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. Goquana, you're precious, you're a treasure. They say diamonds are forever. That ain't near enough time together for my heart. Oh, thank you, Dylan. Your love to me is priceless. It's flawless and it's timeless. Like a ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your best. band of gold. When 10,000 years have passed, this love of ours is always gonna last. Still burning bright when the sun's gone cold. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. Oh, thank you, Gabe, for the follow. You're precious, you're a treasure. They say diamonds are forever. That ain't near enough time together for my heart. Your love to me is priceless, it's flawless and it's timeless, like a ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. Your love to me is priceless, it's flawless and it's timeless, like this ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. You're a diamond, let me be your band of gold. Thank you, Dylan, for the nice comment. So good to see you tonight. And I'm going to pin your comment. If you leave a nice comment in the chat, you could possibly become world famous around here when I pin your comment. If I can't pin the comments everywhere. Keith, how's it going? So I'm Seth Hilary. If you like these songs, I wrote them. If you don't like them, well, I wrote them anyway, but I hope you do like them. These are all original songs you will not find anywhere else. Gabe, thank you for sharing the live. And if you're enjoying my live, please do that. Please share. It's telling me, it says, Gabe shared the live. I'm just reading off the screen. Gabe shared the live. Encourage more viewers to share. So I encourage you as a viewer to share and also to follow. So this is an ASCAP hat. It says ASCAP on it. I actually posted a video about this today. You know, I've had this hat forever and I've never worn it. I thought I should wear this hat because I'm a songwriter. And this is, ASCAP is what's called a performing rights organization. And if you're a songwriter, you really need to be a member of one. If you want to collect your royalties from like radio, if your songs get on the radio or on TV or something, and you want royalties, which of course you do if you're a songwriter, ASCAP collects them for you. There are actually 3 every country has their own performing rights organizations. So there are 3 in the United States. But the 2 big ones are ASCAP and BMI. And if you ever got, I don't know if you ever had like physical CDs or albums or anything. And you know, when I was a kid, I used to have these physical, they were vinyl albums. And you'd look at the songs and you'd see, like I'd have the Beatles albums and it would say, She Loves You. And then it had, in parentheses, Lennon, McCartney, and then the authors. And then it would have these names that I never heard of. I forget the name. I guess it was the name of their publishing company, but I didn't know that. I don't remember what the Beatles publishing company's names were back then. And then in parentheses, it would say either ASCAP or BMI on every record. You know, it'd have the songwriters' names, then some company name, and then in parentheses, ASCAP or BMI. And I never knew what that meant until I started writing songs and you know, trying to do this professionally. And then I learned that ASCAP and BMI are the 2 big performing rights organizations in the United States, and they collect royalties. And if you're a songwriter, you also have every song is divided up between a songwriter and a music publisher. And if you don't sign a song to another music publisher, then you, the songwriter, are the music publisher. So I have my own music company called Rowtown Music, which is also an ASCAP. So when I have my songs somewhere, it'll say, you know, Seth Hilary, and then it'll say Rowtown Music, parentheses, ASCAP. Oh, thank you, Lucy, for the follow. I really appreciate you. And hi, Kate. How are you? So I'm Seth Hilary, and as I said, I'm a sorry. Hey, Jose, how are you? And Al, happy birthday. It's Al's birthday, I think, and he wants me to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Al. Happy birthday to you. Okay, we did that. And anybody else's birthday, happy birthday to you too. From Venezuela, awesome. It's really great to have people from all around the world. I'm seeing people from all around the world at these lives, and that is totally awesome. But on the other hand, Savannah, how are you? So, I have some political songs that I have, and they're all like American political songs. And now I feel like, oh God, if there's people from all around the world, I don't know if I should play these American political songs, but those songs mean a lot to me. So I play them anyway, sometimes. So what should I do next? I have a single out. I have an upcoming single. I have a bunch of unreleased songs. I can play those. Bang Bang joined. Ashley, how are you? Lucy. Oh, and you know what? I have a song. I'm getting this spam again from the platform starting with K. I get this every live. These people say the exact same thing. And I wish I knew how to block these people, but Jacqueline, how are you? So I have this song that, so I used to, I was writing pop and country songs. I started out doing like country songs. Well, I started out doing like rock songs, but when I started doing it professionally, I thought, oh, country, that's the thing. And I used to write some country songs on my own anyway. So I thought, country is the thing. And I really learned to write country songs. I spent years learning to write country songs. And so I was writing pop and country songs. And most of those songs are co-written. So I recently got an email from a co-writer. And there's this one song that she and I had written together. And it's really funny because, it was her idea. The song was her idea. And I'd play it out live, and people would love it, and especially women would love it. And then I'd pitch it to publishers, and most of the publishers were men. And the men would hear this song, and they go, well, this is really great, except women would be offended by it. And I'm like, I know that's not true, because first of all, my co-writer was a woman. It was her idea. And every time I play it out, like, women would tell me how much they love it. But men kept thinking women would be offended by it. But she sent me an email recently, and somebody had chosen this song for some feature. I don't remember the details. This PR company was putting it on this featured song list. So I thought I should learn this song and maybe play it up my live. So I've kind of pulled it out, and I'm not sure I remember exactly how it goes. I went through it a couple of times. But also I have to say one thing. I suddenly realized that there's a word in this song, it's in the first line, that I'm not allowed to say. One of the main platforms, the one that sounds like a clock, and I know a lot of my viewers are on that platform, doesn't allow me to say the word. The word, it's a normal English word for unaliving. It's talking about hunting. It's a hunting, but I can't sing the word. So I'm like, should I squeeze in the word? I'm not sure how to sing it. I should just sing a rhyming word, or I should stick an R in there. Krilling, krill. Or should I just shove in unalive, which will really sound stupid. But maybe that's what I have to do. So, because if I sing a sound-alike word or a rhyme, or just the meaning won't be obvious, it's going to sound silly singing this with unaliving instead of the real word. But I got to do it, otherwise I'll get banned. And the song goes kind of like this. I can unalive my own food. No line for the bathroom. No one cares about my butt in job interviews. Same work, more pay. I never have to fake. I could take a 5-day trip with just one suitcase. In 10 minutes, I'm showered and ready to go. And hey, I can write my name in the snow. Guys got it good. It's good to be a guy in this crazy world. Got a simple life. And here's to women. Can I get an amen? We love, love, love them and love them again. My, that's why it's good to be a guy. My girl's got 12 different moods, 22 pairs of shoes, and one little well-placed lotus tattoo. She watches her weight. I can load up my plate. Never have to worry about squeezing into a size 8. She puts on all kinds of makeup and clothes. When she takes them all off again, whoa, 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 guys got it good. It's good to be a guy in this crazy world. Got a simple life, and here's to women. Can I get an amen? Amen. We love, love, love them, and love them again. My, that's why it's good to be a guy. I sure got it made. My girl's got no complaints. And when we get together, this good life gets even better. Guys got it good. It's good to be a guy in this crazy world. Got a simple life. And here's to women. Can I get an amen? We love, love, love them, and love them again. My, that's why it's good to be a guy. My, that's why it's good to be a guy. Thank you, Gabe. So, anyway, I don't know. Well, any women out there? Was anybody offended by that song, or did you like it? And Gabe sent a virtual applause, which I will pin. So Antoine is asking for Yellow Lead Better. I don't even know what that is. I guess that's the name of the song. I don't know it, but I am a songwriter sharing original songs. And Ashley, thank you for liking the live. I'm Seth Hilary. I'm here to share original songs with you. And if you're enjoying my live, but I guess I'm not supposed to tell you, and now I heard that if I'm asking for likes and follows and shares, now I'm being told the algorithm will suppress me. But also, if you're enjoying the live, and if you can see the live goal, I think the live goal tonight is 2 hand heartses. Not hand hearts, but hand hearts is. And I love making goals. If you want to support me, that would be an awesome way. But any kind of support you want to send is totally appreciated. And you are so awesome. And if you do help with the live goal, you get the priority on the next song. Hey, Ava, how are you? So I'm Seth Hilary, and I am here sharing original songs with you and just hanging out and hopefully spreading some good vibes. And that was a song I have never performed before in my live, and I hope you liked it. What should I do next? Now I wonder if I can remember this song. This song, here's a song that almost ruined my songwriting career and then almost became my big break. So actually I'm wearing this ASCAP hat, so it's a good time to tell this story. But the first time I went to Nashville, the first thing I was told, you gotta do demos there, and they have the live musicians in the studio, and it's really awesome. So I did this demo session. It was really expensive. I did 5 songs. And turned out Well, actually, one of those songs I recently started playing on my live. Two of them are actually pretty good, but they both needed. Well, anyway, so I had this one really great song that I was told this song is great. You're ready to go to Nashville. So I had that song, and then I was told to go to ASCAP and meet with Ralph Murphy, and Ralph Murphy was vice president of writers relations at ASCAP. And since I had a friend, give me his name, I called him up, and he said, "What are you doing in 10 minutes?" I'm like, wow. So I came in and I had these new songs, and I had written this song on the plane. So I played him these songs I did in the demo session, and so I played him this one. He goes, "Hey, that'll work," and I guess he was gonna, refer me to somebody. That's the whole goal, is to hopefully he'll send you to a publisher. But then I thought, oh, I got this new song you gotta hear. And I played him the song I'd written on the plane, and it was just totally not there yet. So then he was ready to kick me out, and he started giving me, you need to go to the writers' nights. And then I suddenly remembered, I forgot to play my best song. So he's like, no, we're done. And I begged him, one more song, I swear, one more and I'll be out of here. So I played him this one song, and then he's like, wow. And he actually sent me to 2 publishers. But then that song that had gotten me almost kicked out of his office, I rewrote it. And then a few years later, and I made a pretty good recording of it. I had this little 4-track recorder, and I guess I had the MIDI sequencer or something. So I made this fairly decent recording of it. And on the way home, I was on a plane on the way home from Nashville, and I was sitting next to this guy who was an older guy. And I started talking to him, and I told him I was a songwriter, and he turned out he was a country artist, and he was actually a star back in the 60s. His name was Jack Smith, and he had like 5 #1 hits in a row. And he said, well, you got anything for me to listen to? So I played him this song, and he's like, oh, I really like this. I want to record it. But it turned out, and then I ended up getting a meeting. It just so happened at his record label. He was on an independent label called Step One Records. I actually got a meeting with them, and I played him the song, and so I had several meetings with them, and then it turned out the label shut down, and Jack Smith's record never came out, so I didn't get the Jack Smith recording. But anyway, after all that, I'm going to try to play the song. I haven't really, not sure I remember how it goes, but I got the chords in front of me. Flashing lights and lonely nights, I was far from my hometown, with traffic jams and garbage cans and concrete all around. I left my roots, I left my girl for the city's great unknown. My soul cried out in hunger till I hopped a Greyhound home. Now I've got milk and honey right here on the farm, and I've got warmth and comfort in my sweet baby's arms. I got friends that I can count on, and family close at hand. And I thank the Lord for leading me back to the promised land. Got off the bus and there she was, the angel of my life. Her eyes like heaven's bluest sky, and the sunshine in her smile. All those crowded city streets that cluttered up my mind turned into golden fields of wheat, like water into wine. Now I've got milk and honey right here on the farm, and I've got warmth and comfort in my sweet baby's arms. I got friends that I can count on, and family close at hand. And I thank the Lord for leading me back to the promised land. We settled down here in God's country. Now I'm blessed with 3 young miracles, and the girl who loves me. Now I've got milk and honey right here on the farm, and I've got warmth and comfort got friends that I can count on, and family close at hand. And I thank the Lord for leading me back to the promised land. I thank the Lord for leading me back to the promised land. Thank you, Kelsey, for the follow. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And let's see, who is tapping the screen? Somebody is liking the live. Oh, thank you so much. S-Fan. Is that your name? I'm going to pin your comment. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've only, I rediscovered that song very recently, and I think I played it once before in a live, and I thought, oh, there it is. I should play that one. So you know what? I mentioned that there was these 5 songs that I demoed in that first session. One of them, I should really relearn one of them. One of them I did relearn recently because I reconnected with the guy I wrote it with. And it's funny because I was looking through my old songs to, like, do I have this other song? No, I don't. So I was looking through my old songs to find this song so I could relearn it. And it turned out I discovered that I had an alternate version. And it's like, oh yeah, I remember writing that. And I never did anything with it. I never, I kind of lost touch with the co-writer and I never showed it to him. But when I reconnected with him and I found this song, I was scared to send him this link because we had an argument over this other song we'd written together. But, so I was afraid he'd hate it, but he actually liked it. So I'm going to play that one now. I'm going to play the new version. But this is the song I recorded. The original version I recorded on my original, my first trip to Nashville. So it was that old. I loaded up my suitcase, I packed in my guitar. I stopped for just a moment and I climbed into my car. We've tried to work our troubles out one too many times. And now it's time to turn the key and leave your world behind. And I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Watch you slowly fade to yesterday. I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Put the pedal to the metal and drive away. I wish you had a way to make me stop and see the light. There's nothing I would rather do than stay just one more night. But we'd end up right here again when darkness turns to dawn. We never will see eye to eye, it's time for moving on. And I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Watch you slowly fade to yesterday. I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Put the pedal to the metal and drive away. The road, it stretches out ahead and I don't know where it ends. I don't expect that I'll be coming back this way again. And I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Watch you slowly fade to yesterday. I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Put the pedal to the metal and drive away. Put the pedal to the metal and drive away. Put the pedal to the metal and drive away. Oh, thank you so much, Kat, for liking the live. Isabel, how are you tonight? And let me see. Let's see who else is here. I got my windows are all messed up. Astrologer. I don't know what that means. I see a comment that I don't know what it means. And I don't know what happened to all the other comments that were on this screen. They all just disappeared. So I'm not sure what that emoji is. Oh, it's a heart, a hand heart. Is that right? Is that a hand heart emoji? So if you can see my live goal, by the way, it's just 2 hand heartses. Not, it's 2 hand hearts. It's really weird. They have a hand heart and they have a hand hearts. So they told me I should make my live goal tonight 2 hand heartses. So, okay. So I'm Seth Hilary. I'm here sharing my original songs with you. And I hope you're having fun. As I decide what to do next, I haven't done my latest single yet. I guess we should always do our latest single, should we not? My latest single, you can think of it as a breakup song. One new message. Why is it not scrolling? Oh. So, you could think of this as a breakup song, but I like to think of it as a healing song instead. And it's both. And I do this with a lot of my songs. I take topics that are, or situations that are maybe difficult. And I like to write about finding a way to move forward. And this is one of those. So this is my latest single, as I said. The waves of missing her keep rolling in. Her empty side of bed staring me down. I try to dry my eyes, but they fill up again. So I give in and let it all pour out. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. At first, I hit the bottle, but that didn't work. A rebound romance couldn't turn the tide. The one way to get through is just to feel the hurt. And bit by bit, I'm leaving her behind. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. At least I've begun to learn I'm tough enough to be a little weak, to soften up with every tear that falls. There goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. So that is my latest single. It's called With Every Tear That Falls, and you can hear it on all the streaming platforms or on my own WEBSITE. So click the LINK in my BIO if you want to go there. And you can Yeah, I've been told that we're not supposed to say certain things. The algorithm now penalizes us for saying certain words, but maybe it's not smart enough to know when I'm spelling them. And Noel, thank you for liking the live. I really appreciate you. I'm Seth Hilary. For those just joining, I am sharing original songs. If you like these songs, I wrote all of them. Although there is an exception. Sometimes I can be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover because I'm a big Deadhead. I should do an upcoming song, my upcoming single. I'm going to do my upcoming single for you. This will be coming out on November 7th. So I hope you like this one. And here it is. Sitting on the sofa, swiping right and left. One lonely night, darker than the next. An empty bed, waiting for me. No ray of hope I can see. Then fast as a flash from the sky came the one who opened my eyes. Aurora is the light of my life. Her aura shines through the night. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. You can't know how much I adore her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. Hair is red as fire, eyes of emerald green, a heart of gold from out of a dream. She brings color to my world, makes the flame inside me burn. Aurora is the light of my life. Her aura shines through the night. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. You can't know how much I adore her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. A greater glare than a solar flare. She electrifies the air. Aurora is the light of my life. Her aura shines through the night. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. You can't know how much I adore her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. So, that is my upcoming single that will be out on November 7th. And thank you, Asia, for liking the live. And Becta is here again. Welcome back. Becta has been coming to my lives and commenting in Russian. Dave, how are you? What is LBG? I don't know what that is. So, let's see. So those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary. I am here sharing original songs with you. So I wrote that song. If you like it, I wrote it if you don't like it. But I like it. So I have some other songs that I've recorded that have not been released yet. I have kind of this breakup attitude song that I'm kind of afraid to release it because I'm afraid somebody from my real life will think I'm talking about them. And actually it did. Oh, thank you, Princess, for liking the live. I appreciate you so much. So I'm afraid, I mean, it did start out from a real life situation, but you know, as they say in songwriting, don't let the facts get in the way of the truth, or, you know, don't let the facts get in the way of a good song. So the final song, is a little bit more like over the top. And it's not what I really want to say to the person who inspired this song, but so I'm afraid to even release it because you know. But I like to sing it. So this has not been released yet. But I do have a pretty good recording of it, if I do say so myself. I might release this song like over the holidays. The holidays is a bad time to release songs, supposedly, because everybody's doing Christmas songs. But I feel like there's got to be people who are like me who get sick of Christmas songs after like the first 2 days of hearing nothing but them. But anyway, let me know what you think of this. You keep giving me advice that I never asked for. Like you're a self-appointed one-man task force whose job it is to save me from myself. As if I really need that kind of help. I want a friend, not a critic. Kindly take your opinion and go stick it. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. When I talk to you, I tiptoe over eggshells. I'm afraid the truth might damage your inflated brain cells. You'll never be the angel you pretend to be. You're projecting your own full spin onto me. I want a friend, not a critic. Kindly take your opinion and go stick it. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. Goodbye can be a sad and lonely thing. But now I've got a song I get to sing. I want a friend, not a critic. Kindly take your opinion and go stick it. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. This is my so long song. I'm singing my so long song. Christian, how are you? Hey, I'm Seth Hilary. I am here sharing original songs with you. And if you like, you like it. Thank you, Dave Man. I'm so glad you like it. I have another couple of unreleased songs that I've started performing. I have one actually that I've recorded. This song maybe will certainly offend some people. I have a couple of songs that will undoubtedly offend some people because they are political in nature. Although I do have a political song that was specifically designed not to offend anybody, but even that one would probably offend some people. So I'm wondering if I should do one of these or two of these. There's one I just rediscovered. I wrote it like in 2019. I'm not even sure I know the melody exactly well because I just pulled it out. I feel like doing that one. Hope if this offends you, I hope we can still be friends. But maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, well, I got it in front of me. I'm making excuses before I even play because I just pulled it out. I'm still not quite sure on the way it goes, but here we go. Hola! lot of people can't afford a doctor. So many drinking water laced with lead. They can't afford to send their kids to college, 'cause the wealthy get their taxes cut instead. There's president and Congress making promises, pretending that they care about us commoners, but they're not gonna fool us anymore. We got liars in charge, crooks at large, feathering their nests, keeping us in the dark. They make the right noises, but we know who they are. Pants on fire, liars in charge. Half the time they're out there raising money. The ones who give the most get awful chummy. An agenda's gonna end up on the docket that's only gonna rise the greasy pockets. And they sell us that they're growing the economy. But if you're really buying into their dishonesty, you know you're gonna get what they paid for, what they're paid for. We got liars in charge, crooks at large, feathering their nests, keeping us in the dark. They make the right noises, but we know who they are. Pants on fire, liars in charge. They don't hear a word we say, but the money's talking so loud. But if they won't listen up, we gotta vote them out. Got liars in charge, crooks at large, feathering their nests, keeping us in the dark. They make the right noises, but we know who they are. Pants on fire, liars in charge. Pants on fire, liars in charge. Pants on fire. Thank you, AH, for sharing the live. So, well, if you weren't offended by that one, well, if you were offended by that one, you'll be offended by this one too. But I actually have this one recorded, and it's ready to be released. But, I have this love song coming out in November, and I was really tempted to preempt that and put out this song, because I feel like this has an important message for our times. And of course, the people who are bound to be offended by this are the people who most need to hear it. But I've written a whole bunch of songs, or maybe, well, not a whole bunch, but like four or five on the topic of like misinformation, and this was a satire. I shouldn't have to explain it. But we blame our woes on woke and on immigration. We must fight for the rights of the privileged few. We hear it on podcasts and our favorite stations. Whoever tells us different is fake news. We can't tell what's real and what's made up. We take the full spit in through eyes wide shut. We see what we want to see. We hear what we want to hear. We can look past our fear, but we don't want to. We can research, we can check our facts, a little work, we take our power back. It's not that we don't know all that, it's that we don't want to. One owns 7 homes and a private island, while tens of millions struggle to make rent. There's a scammer and a fraud who won't stop lying, and that's who we elect as president. We get less of the pie while they grab more. We swallow all their lies as our main course. We see what we want to see. We hear what we want to hear. We can look past our fear, but we don't want to. We can research, we can check our facts. A little work to take our power back. It's not that we don't know all that. It's that we don't want to. We don't want to. We don't want to. We got hate we'd rather hold on to. We can learn, but we don't want to. The ones with the bucks control the information. They're in luck with our cooperation. We see what we want to see. We hear what we want to hear. We can look past our fear, but we don't want to. We could listen to the other side, take a risk and open up our minds. We could see right through the lies, but we don't want to. We don't want to. We don't want to. Before we lose it all, this is a wake-up call. We need to learn, even though we don't want to. So, thank you so much. I think that's a red-faced smile. You know, I see, I think this is, it says red-faced smiling live. I think that probably means you sent an emoji, but it doesn't transfer through the software. So those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary. I'm sharing original songs. If you like these songs, I wrote them. And if you don't like them, I wrote them. So I wrote them whether you like them or not. And I hope you like them, because I like them. So I don't know how many more of these songs I can do this evening, because as some, oh, Presley, how are you? It's so good to see you. So as some of you know, if you've been following me and you've been to my lives, you've heard me talk about my long COVID, which I have. And it manifests as chronic fatigue. So I'm pretty limited in how much I should do, you know, and the problem is the thing is it's called post-exertional malaise. That's the thing I really want to avoid. Hey, dude, detective, how are you? So I really want to avoid post-exertional malaise like the plague. So I gotta stop like exerting before, you know, I don't know when it's too late. I really don't, I can't tell if it's too late until it's too late. That's the hard part about it. But you know, after I wrote that song, like the very next day, or that very same day, I was in the shower. Shh is here, welcome. I'm Seth Hilary, I'm sharing original songs. So the very same or next day, I was in the shower. And you know how your mind just kind of wanders in the shower? So my mind wandered back to this old song from when I was a kid. And I started singing this song in my head, and it just suddenly hit me. Wow, that song is really simple. And I'm not divulging which song it is, because I want to see if anybody can guess. I know it's kind of you don't have much of a hint, but anyway. But then I thought, well, the song I just played, I mean, I really like it, but it really has a lot of words. And I thought, let me see, my next goal is to write the simplest song I possibly could. And by the time I was done with the shower and dressed, I had the whole lyric written. So, I had my phone sitting right on the sink, and I just picked up the phone and I started typing in these words. The first thing in the morning, I was really excited by this, but I thought, it's really going to depend on the music because the song is so simple. I picked up the guitar, and a lot of times it takes me a long time. I got to try this and that and the other thing. But right away, I got the music to this. I thought, wow, I really like this, and I released it as a single. Oh, inactivity. Inactivity detected in your life. I don't know why it's detecting inactivity. We seem pretty active here. But I have to drag this puzzle piece into place to prove that I'm really here. And it worked. So anyway, I've never written a song. Yeah, I don't know if you can, the camera just, well, you can probably see them, can't you? Well, the mic's in the way. You can see my chord hands. This is really just like, it's all in the key of G. It's all in the key of G. Every chord in this song is in the key of G. But I hope you can see my hands, Monkey Juice, and it's good to see you. So anyway, I'm going to play this song. This is the simplest song that I was able to write when I decided to write a simple song. And it goes kind of like this. Just got one thing to say. It's nothing really new. The same as yesterday. I love you. I see your pretty face. A single thought comes through. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I hope you don't mind if I repeat myself. It's just that you can get to me like no one else. When you take my breath away, there's not much I can do. Just got one thing to say. I love you. There are times when I like to go on and on. Share a story, get a few things off my chest. Being with you right now, all those words are gone. There are only three that say it best. I love you. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I don't know, were you able to see those chords? I mean, it's all, actually, I think I used every chord in the key of G except for, the chord that doesn't get used very often, which is the, in the key of G, like if you don't know music theory, or if you do know music theory, but in the key of G, G is the one chord. A is the 2, but it's a minor, so it's the 2 minor. B minor, then C major, then D major, there's a 5 chord. So, and then E minor is the 6 chord. And then the 7 chord is F sharp diminished. And that's not used nearly as often. So I didn't have an F sharp diminished in this song, but I have all the other chords. We're up to 4,700 likes. Let's see if we can get to 5,000 before the hour is over. We got less than 30 seconds for the hour. This might be the last song that I'm going to be able to play tonight because of my chronic fatigue. And I have not, I can't believe I've gone through the whole live so far without doing one of my mental health songs. So, I'm going to do one. This one actually falls. I have my songs categorized on my WEB SITE. I have, of course, relationship songs, but there are so many. I broke them up into what I call the sweet love songs and the troubled love songs. And I call them troubled instead of sad because they're not all sad. I have the mental health songs, and I have the political and message songs. Then I have the plain old fun songs, and then I have I call them life songs, which are about kind of life in general. Plus, if it doesn't fit into any of the other categories. Like I did a Grateful Dead, I did one cover song, a cover song of a Grateful Dead song called The Other One. And since that's part of my life, being a deadhead, I put that into the life songs category. But this song falls into probably the mental health and the life songs category. And I really like the song. I like it enough that I actually released 2 versions of it. One's a country and one is more pop. But this is an anthem of self-acceptance. So I hope you like it. It goes like this. I got no fashion sense. Don't like to follow trends. I dress the same as I did back in school. I fumbled and it killed me way back then. I never could fit in, but now I could care less if I'm not cool. I'm just being me, minding my own business, not trying to be the same as you or different. The pressure to conform can't be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. I get anxious and depressed, distracted and obsessed, then sing away my troubles in a song. I fumble and I flail like I did earlier. I fall down and I fail, then pick myself back up and move along. Just being me, mind taking care of business, not trying to be the same as you or different. The pressure to conform can't be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. When I'm gone, carve it on my grave. Here lies someone who lived his life his way. Just being me, minding my own business, not trying to be the same as you or different. Pressure to conform can't be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. No, I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. Hey, so those just joining, I'm Seth Hilary. I have been performing original songs. These are all songs that I wrote. And oh, by the way, I should mention I do this on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 to 10 p.m. New York time. Although the schedule is subject to change. I sometimes, if I can, and again I mentioned the chronic fatigue. So if I can, I will do unscheduled lives. If I have the time and the energy and I feel like it's not going to hurt my health. Those are usually shorter. But so if you're following me and you have the notifications set, you will know when I do these unscheduled lives. Also, I have a Discord server. If you click the LINK in my profile, it'll take you there and to my WEB site and all my other streaming platforms and social media, etc. And if you can see my live goal and you want to support me, that would be totally awesome. Anyway, the live goal is 2 hand hearts. And but any support you want to send my way is totally appreciated. So even if I'm finished doing songs, I usually hang around and chat for a little while because that's a lot less exertion than song playing. That's I just made up a word, song playing. And if anybody has any questions, jump in. And I know some people have been having trouble leaving comments. I don't know if you're able to leave. If you're able to leave a comment, please leave one. And if you're not able to leave a comment, leave like an emoji showing me like a crying emoji or some sad emoji. That will indicate that you are trying to leave comments and you are unable to. And we're trying to get this fixed. But if you can leave a comment, you say something nice, especially if I am able to pin it, which I can do on the vertical platforms on the phone, then I will pin your comment and you'll become world famous among the people in this chat room, in this live room, I should say. Oh, we made it to 5,000 likes. Thank you so much, everybody who has helped with this. I just realized I had a notification ready to send to my live agency saying, hey, come join me. And I wasn't quite ready to go live yet. I do this all the time. So I typed it in, and all I had to do was hit enter. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to hit enter. So I never notified my live agency that I'm live. Catherine, how are you? So I'm Seth Hilary. I have been sharing original songs with you. I also like to hang around and say silly things and chat. So I just found this hat tonight. I found it. I've had it sitting there for like forever. It says ASCAP. And I decided, I'm a songwriter. There's nothing more songwritery than having an ASCAP hat. Because ASCAP is the American Society for Composers, Authors, and Publishers. And that is what's known as a PRO in the industry. It's a pro, but nobody calls it a pro. They call it a PRO. But if you're a pro, you really need to be a member of a PRO. And that stands for Performing Rights Organization. And what they do is they collect songwriter royalties. Because, songwriters make such a tiny amount. You make money, the songwriters make such a tiny amount on records sold. They used to make a tiny amount. Those were called mechanical royalties. And then, and of course, the songwriters don't have the power to go after record labels and collect royalties. So there's actually an organization that does that. That's called the Mechanical Rights Organization. But then when the songs are on the radio, it's even harder to go after radio stations and nightclubs and whatever. Every time they play a song, you're entitled to a teeny weeny bit amount of money. And it takes millions of plays on the radio, and now it's digital downloads or digital streams. It takes even more streams now. Streams pay less than radio plays used to pay or still pay. But songwriters can't go, and collect royalties from all these things. So ASCAP was formed to represent songwriters and music publishers. And when the song is played on the radio, and I'm not sure how it works with streaming. It's gotten really complicated in the digital age. But if it's played in nightclubs or on radio, if it's broadcast on TV, or in the United States, songwriters are treated so badly. Songwriters are kind of the bottom of the music industry food chain. If your song is in a movie and it gets played in the theater, that should be a performance. But in the United States, we get nothing. In other countries, we get paid for movie theater performances, but not in the U.S. So there are performing rights organizations in each country. So in other countries, they collect for movie theaters. But that's how songwriters get paid, is through these organizations. And nowadays, there's sound recordings. It's really complicated with digital. There's an organization that collects money every time the sound recording gets played or downloaded or whatever. And I don't even understand it. But I'm a member of all of them. you're a songwriter, you really need to be a member of a PRO before anything else. And also, if you're a songwriter, people talk about getting your songs published, but that word has a specific legal meaning in the music industry. Oh, thank you, Daniel, for liking the live. I appreciate you. So anyway, if you're a songwriter and you don't sign your song to a music publisher, then you are the music publisher. So, I have my own music publishing company because I'm a music publisher. And, I could have my publishing, it should just be named Seth Hilary. Oh, thank you so much, Daniel, for the hat and mustache. You're so awesome. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the love. So, what was I saying? So, I could have called my publishing company just Seth Hilary Music, or Seth Hilary even. But I made a name. It's called Rotown Music. And the reason I called it Rotown Music is that I was writing country songs. And I was living in Los Angeles, but I was writing country songs, and I was like making trips to Nashville, Tennessee to co-write with Nashville writers and to, pitch songs to publishers and everything. And, being from California has a bad image among people in Nashville. So I thought, I want my publishing company to make it kind of sound like I'm connected to Nashville in some way. So Nashville, it's called Music Row. This is where all the music industry is. It's an area of town called Music Row. So I came up with Rotown Music because, I guess Rotown rhymes with Motown, which is a famous record label. And I thought, oh, well, that's kind of clever. So my company is called Rotown Music, even though I haven't been to Nashville in 8 years or 9 years. Since I started releasing my own and performing my own songs. Joined, and Quinn joined. Welcome. How old am I? I have a song about that. I'm kind of done playing songs, but now I'm tempted to play that song. I wonder why you're asking. Does it matter how old I am? I'm not a spring chicken, let's put it that way. Actually, the song about my age it's a really meaningful song. I actually took a line. Oh, I didn't even play the song tonight. I made a video about it, but I forgot. I'm wearing my Gratitude and a Heartbeat shirt. See that? It says, gratitude and a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? And that's actually a line from a song. And you can get these on my, WEB, SITE. So by clicking, and you get there by clicking the LINK in my profile. It's called SethHilary.com or SethHilaryMusic.com. Either one of those will work. But, so the song about my age also, I made merch out of that too. So Maria, oh, thank you. Music album. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a music album before. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate you. That's so appropriate, isn't it? Sending me a music album. I should send you a music album. That looks like a CD. I actually have my first album. I think it's probably not working right now. Last time I tried to set it up, you could actually order a physical CD with my first album on it from my WEB SITE. Because there's this company that makes them to order, so I don't have to make an inventory. But in the old days, CD Baby, you'd order like 100, so I have to pay, up front for 100, and I'd sit there with this inventory, and then you'd order it, and then I'd have to personally mail it out until I found this company that, I guess it's called drop shipping. They, you upload your digital files and your album cover and everything, and then people can order from there. So I have that. There's a link to that on my site, but if nobody orders any for a year, they automatically delete your album, and nobody had ordered. So I had to re-upload it. And the last time I tried to re-upload it, something was wrong. And I wasn't sure. It seemed like it might have been uploaded, but I wasn't able to test it. The test wasn't working. So I thought I better not link to it if people order it, and they don't have technical support. They don't answer you. Sarah, how are you? So that site has no technical support at all. So I was unable to get this issue addressed. Now I'm wondering if I go back and try it again, if it'll work. And I don't know if anybody's interested in ordering a physical CD though. I ordered when I was playing out live before COVID. I ordered some on my own. I had like a package. I'd order 10 at a time. Then I'd go out to my shows and I'd sell them at my shows. And I didn't sell too many, but I did sell. I did sell some. I think I have one left from the last batch I bought. I have one physical CD remaining. But I don't go out anymore because I got long COVID. And first of all, I'm really terrified of getting reinfected because I can't, it's bad enough as it is. I can't imagine what would happen if I got reinfected and it got worse. I know there's some people, I'm on this Facebook group that, for people with long COVID. And I hear some of these people talking like, oh my God, I thought I had it bad. But some people say they can't even get out of bed. They can't walk up the stairs. I'm like, well, I don't have that problem. I can walk around. Part of my recovery process is I'm supposed to go for a walk every other day. And so I've built it up to like 15 minutes. And my cardiologist, he says I should go every day, but I don't know. I think I should listen to the long COVID specialist about this more than the cardiologist. But he thinks I should walk 15 minutes every day. So, anyway, somebody asked how old I am, and I'm not sure why it matters. So, by the way, see, I'm noodling on the guitar, so this is sort of musical, right? This is kind of musical in a way, and I'm yapping. So I now call this yap music. I'm performing yap music for you. And I hope you're enjoying my yap music. Normally I do original songs. I usually, I go live from 9 to 10, my regular schedule, 9 to 10 p.m. New York time on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And today is, what is today? Sunday, right? So tomorrow starts a new week. And if I can do unscheduled lives in the meantime, I can jump in with some of those. But I forgot what I was going to. Oh yeah, so I do original songs. I try to do songs for an hour, and I made it tonight. I went slightly over tonight, but I kind of have to play it by ear because of this chronic fatigue thingy. The last thing I want is to get what's called post-exertional malaise. And what that is, it's malaise that happens after exertion, post-exertion. I'm sure that was an excellent explanation, but Captain Obvious, right? I'm now playing the role of Captain Obvious. Post-exertional malaise is malaise that happens post-exertion. And I definitely don't want to get that. But those of you who are still here or just joining, I'm Seth Hilary. I do original songs. I hope I'll see you at my next live. My next scheduled one is Tuesday from 9 to 10 New York time. And again, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 to 10 p.m. New York time. So maybe I should start thinking about ending the live and take a little nap. What do you think? Should I end the live and take a nap? All right, well, I'm going to start ending them. I'm streaming in multiple places. I haven't even checked this window to see if they're... Oh, Brett Perkins was here. I don't know if he's still here. Wow. Brett, how are you? If you're still there. this is on the platform, the Meta platform starting with I. It shows me who joined, but it doesn't show me when they leave. And it doesn't tell me what time they joined. But Brent was here. And so I'm going to start ending the live one by one on the various platforms, starting with this one, where I have very few followers and very few viewers, and I don't think the algorithm pushes me out at all. But since I can, what the heck, right? But anyway, those of you, if there's anybody watching on this platform starting with the letter F, and it's not the Meta platform, but it does start with the letters FA, I don't know why my picture is not centered on the screen. Why is that? Huh. I can't change that for some reason. But anyway, good night to all you who are there, if you're there. Let's see. Oh, we got 20 viewers tonight and one new follower over there. Well, that's good. That's more than usual. Okay, so now let me end the live on this platform, starting with the letter C. I'm streaming on my phone on this platform. And if anybody's out there, I hope to see you again Tuesday at 9 p.m. New York time from 9 to 10, where I do original songs. Okay, that's ended there. Now, I have an app called Streamlabs, which is streaming to... All right, the comics, thank you. So I'm going to end Streamlabs, which will cut off the live to almost everywhere.